damn it. I'm not fast enough. I was going to actually do a very interesting. I was going to put in a little song here, and I'm still going to do it just because. Why not?
So boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say way, yo.
And why can't I do this? There we go. All right.
Kissing you and holding you and caressing you and playing with your titties. Put your balls in my mouth. Put your balls in my mouth. Make you just come and come and come and come and come and come and fill my mouth. Yeah, I'll swallow it if I want to. Yeah, I'll swallow it if I want to. Put a big hickey on your inner thigh there and make it nice and red. Well, it's normal size. It's not that big. It's not that big. That big. That big. The one thing that I'm going to tell you is that the first time it's going to be quick with me because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Long time. Okay, you come. Let me see how much you come. Let me see how much you come. I need it right now. I need it right now. Right now. Okay? Can you see this? Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I need it. I need it. I need it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy. Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Suck it dry. Just suck it dry, Mark. Yeah.
All right. That's how we're starting the episode because we haven't been on.
You should really fucking appreciate that because it is 90 fucking degrees in my house and I'm already sweating. So now, yes, that was the whole dance move the whole time. I just started profusely sweating. Yay. Fucking
welcome to Perfectly Misfit, a podcast hosted by myself, Rene Encarnacion, and my good buddy, Dan Webslinger25, or whatever the fuck it is.
It's about that.
Someone wanted to know if they were having a stroke.
Well, someone's not a fan of the YMH podcast, Your Mom's House podcast.
Yeah. Turn on Your Mom's House if you ever want to catch up on.
Yeah, but there's certain episodes they don't do this bit anymore.
Yeah. Perfectly Misfit is a podcast where Dan and I get together once a week. We try to once a week. We've been gone for 2 weeks. Apologies. Not sorry. We do this for us, not for you. Okay, maybe we do this for a little bit for you, but yeah, we get together once a week. We talk other podcasts, we talk TV shows and movies, and we talk food because Dan and I are a couple fatty fats, and we like to cook. Allegedly.
Army.
And yeah, Dan and I are Army veterans. We are best of bros. So, this is our outlet to get our bullshit out on a weekly basis. Talk the shit nobody else wants to hear except those of you who tune in. The
only thing you forgot so far is we are broskies, or what is it? We're besties from other testes.
Yes, I mean I said that in so many words. But yeah, we apologize. We haven't been on the last 2 weeks. Last week I was just busy as shit. Week before that I was out of town. So here we are, catching up, playing catch up, playing catch up, playing cats up, however else you stupid. Yeah. However you fuckers say it. I drove by a store in Denver recently where it said pop instead of soda on the outside of a fucking grocery store.
Yeah, everyone in the Midwest calls it pop, and I always call it soda because, I'm cultured in the Midwest, but there's still a lot of Midwest in me. Like, if I'm about to bump into somebody, I'm like, oh, I don't know why, it just comes out. I cannot stop it. And then if it's like really close, I say, oh, I'm going to sneak by you there. And it's like, Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You only hear that shit in the Midwest. Like, and it's like a polite way of saying like, "Get the fuck out of my way." Like everyone knows you're saying "fuck you," but like it is like literally just going, "Oh, I'm gonna sneak right by you here."
Do you ever use pardon?
Pardon? No.
See, like I don't know where that came from in me. I feel like that's like a real like Midwest thing, but like I always pardon, pardon.
Nope.
I'm like,
Whoop.
pardon me.
Like the whoop.
Yeah,
Whoop is not the
whoop.
oop. And I fuck up all the time when I do the whoop, whoop. I'll just do oop instead of whoop, whoop. Like, and if you don't listen to Dudesy, you don't know the whoop thing.
That's
You
whoop.
think
Not
I'm
whoop.
just doing the
Not
oop
whoop.
thing.
It's not whoop. It's whoop. Whoop.
No. Yeah, whoop, WUH.
No, it's a
Right.
WULL. Whoop. Whoop. Hold on there, buddy. Whoop. Hold on there, pal. Whoop. Hold on there, dude.
And I'm just gonna
That's how you get a good impersonation going there,
OPE,
buddy.
baby.
That's how you get a good impersonation there, bro. Yeah, so we're idiots. That's the other thing.
Oh, right there. Look at the comment. Post that on here.
They just
Exactly.
holding natty daddies and lottery tickets. Oh.
Yeah, and the only thing that she forgot was we're also holding pull tabs. we invest in the pull tabs. That's not gambling. That's investing in our future. As the pull tabs.
I don't know if we ever really talked about that when I was into them on the show. I was a member of an Eagles club here in Colorado. I think that's one of the things that like people really disliked about me. Amongst on top of me being a fucking stick in the white people club. But yeah,
on top of many other things.
Yeah. Bless you.
Bless you. After 2, get your shit together, bitch.
Yeah, I was. Hey, you see me do 3? I normally do 3, but I stopped myself because I don't want to get yelled at. But no, pull tabs. The first time I ever discovered them was here. I never even heard of them. Yeah, I used to kill it on the fucking pull tabs. That was like, I was obnoxious. I was probably close to like 5 figures on pull tabs. I was like, during the pandemic, I was making buku bucks in the hustle game, let's just say.
My hustle game on the pull tabs I am negative at least $400. But you know what? I'm gonna hit that one. I'm gonna hit it next time. Next time.
I was on some Rain Man autism shit where like I would just watch people playing, and then wait till they were done and like think about the last time.
Sniped?
Well, no, I would wait till they were done. I'd make sure they finished playing and cashed out at the bar, and then I would hop in there.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing crazy.
Sniped. It's all right.
Just $20, $40 on top of it. Well, they didn't hit, so At least though, I will say this much. I was courteous enough that if I did hit, I would tell the person who plays that game a lot so they didn't waste their money the next day. But I never got that courtesy back, but that was also because I won a lot. But I would also just like stick to one game. I was just obsessed. Like if they had a Garfield game. I loved Garfield as a kid, so I just kept playing Garfield until I fucking hit.
Yeah, I get it. I play the 50 cent ones until they're out.
Yeah, I think
I hit the biggest on those. Like I've hit $100 a couple of times on that and call it good. The $1 ones I fucking never went on.
Yeah, they had 50 cents all the way up to like $3, I think it was. But no, I don't know what it was, man. I was stupid lucky. Like I visited another Eagles club that I've never even been to. I've been there, like I went there. This was the first time I ever visited, and they didn't take cash. Like, oh, sorry, they didn't take credit cards, and I only had like
Right.
I had like $18 in cash on me. So, I think I bought like 2 shots and a beer, and then I bought $5 in pickles, and I hit for $500.
Did you just say pickles?
Or
What
yeah,
the fuck,
yeah,
you fucking
that's what they
piece
call them.
of shit? No, it's pull tabs. You don't call them pickles. Like you
Yeah,
call them pickles. That's
that's
not
what they call.
Midwest.
Well, that's what they call them. The pull tabs are called pickles. But anyway, yeah, I hit for fucking $500, and like, and this was in a a fucking club I've never been in before, and everybody's just like, who the fuck is this guy? And just like, like the bartender even had to be like, hey, I'm gonna give you your money, but just so you know, I'm gonna have to text somebody to let them know that the game they've been trying to play for a month now just hit for some random. I mean, but like the good thing about places like that was like, I bought around for the entire bar, and my tab, including my drinks, was like $37. And still threw a 20 at the bartender. Like, thanks, man. Thanks for
Right.
welcoming me into the club, into your clubhouse. Even funnier is now I'm no longer a member of the one that I was in, and I thought that meant like I was kicked out. And it turns out that's not how it works. You have to like be like brought in front of a board and
Oh shit.
properly kicked out. Just so I'm not just have a shitty fucking president. Yeah, Inglewood Eagles can go fuck themselves. Let's just
Yeah.
put it like that. I can call them out.
I don't join any clubs.
I mean, dude, I did it when I moved here to Colorado to try and find a sense of community. You know me. I
That's
like.
what the American Legion's for. Or
It's another version.
VFW.
It's just another version of that, except gayer. Somehow gayer. But like, yeah, I like doing community work. So that was the other part of it. Was like, a lot of these clubs they do stuff to give back to the community. So that was where my head was at, and then it just turned out to just be a bunch of d-bags, fucking drinking for cheap and not doing much community work, and
No.
not hiring the brown guy who was doing a shit ton of volunteer work for them and doing a lot of recruiting for them. Like a bartender job opened up, and they gave it to somebody who couldn't even do the work that I was doing for free. So they can go fuck themselves. Anyway, we got catching up to do. What you been up to, bud? What's going on?
We're up, honestly just fucking working. And a lot of fucking working. Father's Day was this past weekend. I took my boys out golfing with my boy David. My boys have never golfed before,
Nice.
ever, and it was pretty fucking fun.
I mean, how's their swing looking?
Oh, like hot garbage because they've never played before, but that's fine. They did actually. As we only played 9 holes. They were actually hitting pretty damn good for never playing before, and like honestly never swinging a club until that day.
Was it you guys did a par 3 or just
We did a scramble. It was
okay?
par fours, one par five.
Okay.
It was super fun though. And then I'm supposed to do a golf outing on Friday, but I'm like in fucking between if I want to do it or not.
Yeah, I haven't swung any clubs this year yet. I'm sure it doesn't help that the people I did play golf with last year don't want to talk to me anymore because I fucked one of their girlfriends. Whatever. Uh, yeah. Don't bring your girl around me. True player for real. I'm hoping to I was gonna say I'm hoping to make a big boy golf course this year, but doubtful. I did go to a driving range about a month or so ago when I had Ralphie in town for the Perfect Circle concert. I don't know if I told you about this, but like the day after I went to the range, I felt like somebody punched me in the hip like 20 times because like I was so sore. I don't know how I was that sore, but just like a medium bucket at the driving range got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I guess I gotta adjust my swing or just start really stretching a lot more before I go out to the fucking to hit some fucking clubs. You're really cracking a second one in 15 minutes?
Yeah, bro. That's 3. That'll be this number 3. It's 30 minutes. I try to do 10 minutes of beer.
What was the ew part? What did I say?
I don't know.
I'm like,
I don't know.
4?
We missed it.
Because I'm an old man. I don't understand the ew. But yeah,
Maybe something about. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was like half paying attention. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I didn't hear the ew, but
whatever.
It's probably valid. It's probably valid.
Meh, probably not. Oh yeah, I fucked his girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Well, valid.
Don't be 43 dating a 21-year-old fucking slizzy. Whatever.
Well, I mean, also don't be Eskimo brothers with your friend.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen in this small city. I live in a small city.
I live in a small city, and I am not Eskimo brothers with my buddy at all.
You also don't fuck as much as I do, but anyway.
Yeah,
She'll
I'm
play it for real.
not a whore. Okay, yes. Good call.
She was. So, oh, I have to bite my tongue on this one too.
No, you're good. All right. So,
Because
anyway.
I know who that person is. Anyway.
Oh shit! No, you can post that comment right there. You know. Bam.
So Kill Tony has been hilarious the last couple of weeks. What was the one 2 weeks ago where they had that fucking retard fucking dude who got beat? Oh no, we
That
talked
went up
about
7 fucking times.
we talked about it.
I don't think we did.
No, we did because we talked about how much of a shitbag you have to have been for your fucking
Right.
squad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we talked about how much of a shitbag you have to be for your
Did you know
squad.
they did like a not a mockumentary. They did a documentary on him.
Oh yeah, on Joke World.
It's like a 45-minute one. And it's like honestly like yes. Is he super annoying? Fuck yes. But also at the same time, he's a vet like us, so like I do kind of root for him. Yes, he is probably a big piece of shit, and that's or he was probably a big piece of shit, and that's why that shit happened to him. Because if you're cool, like in the least bit, you're not getting jumped by your bros. Like you're not like. This sucks, man. I feel bad for him in a way, but like, unless you're like, what do they call them in your class? What do they call the shitbag? They call them Joe Schmo. They call them Joe like something. Like, they just call like whatever. They had different names.
It was always a Blue Falcon when I
I would assume he was a massive Blue Falcon, and that's why he got his
Blue
dick
Falcon
kicked in.
is the polite way of saying buddy fucker. Buddy fucker means somebody whose actions directly influence everybody around them and they don't give a shit. They're buddy fuckers. They are doing something that's going to screw everybody else over.
And narcs as well. Like snitches get stitches, bitch. And like every branch, whatever. It's like you think you're better than everybody, so you say shit to try to make your career better, especially as a very young person trying to get everybody else in trouble when you're like an E2 or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass beat. And I'm hoping that's not it, but also at the same time, it's like you did something, homie. Like we all know. Like
Yeah,
we all know
it's,
you did something.
you know, we all want to support, fellow veterans, but yeah, something had to have happened for you to get your ass whipped to the point of a fucking.
Especially when none of those other guys have been named, not even doxxed at all. And like no, as far as we know, no one got in trouble for it. Then you know he was an absolute shitbag. I'm not saying he deserved the brain injury he got, but he probably definitely fucking deserved that beating.
Probably. We're not going to delve too much on that. I'm trying to find. Here we go. We're going to show a clip from Kill Tony this week that this was one of the craziest appearances that I loved, and I haven't seen anything like this in a while.
Well, tell us more about your life, Fiona. I'm interested in finding out more.
Yeah.
So, tell us more about your life, Fiona.
Someone fucked up.
In finding out more.
Yeah, I'm a big ramp enthusiast.
You mean the incline, not the delicious root vegetable, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Vegetables don't eat vegetables.
Wow.
Dude, holy shit. She's got some like an MS kind of disease, like where like all of her muscles and everything like deteriorate and whatever. But she is funny as fuck. Her 60 seconds on Tony fucking killed. And
yeah, I think she started off with the joke, one thing I hate about being disabled and living life in a wheelchair is how unaware people are of how much of a great ass I have.
And then in the interview question, like, yeah, she has a boyfriend or whatever, and she's like, yeah, you gotta, like, when you have a boyfriend who's dating someone in a wheelchair, you gotta ask, am I the first, second, or third? Like, because it's like a fetish thing, and like, apparently you find out in the interview process that like super short guys really like girls in wheelchairs. And dude, it's so fucking funny. She was great. Amazing. Her interview again, amazing. One of those rare fucking people. Like, she didn't come out of the crowd. She's been there before.
She's never been on Kill Tony before, but yeah, she's
Tony knows her somehow.
Yeah. She wasn't a new performer, but she was new to Kill Tony, and that was her debut. I love Kill Tony just for that alone, like just introducing new comedians to the world that we don't know about, and if it wasn't for that show, we would have never known about.
Yeah. I love Kill Tony. It has become one of my favorite podcasts. It is either the cringiest 60 seconds and the shittiest interview, or the kind of okay 60 seconds and a cringy interview, or a fuck all cringy 60 seconds and then an amazing interview. Like, it's so great. Like that's why that podcast is the best podcast in the world.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that same podcast had a cameo appearance by Roseanne Barr, who was not only drunk with like a glass of tequila, she also admitted she was on mushrooms.
On a fuck ton of mushrooms.
Yeah,
and then going to ketamine tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Which would be today or Tuesday.
Well, they're recorded like a week ahead of time. So that was
okay.
Yeah, no, they Yeah, they record them a week ahead of time, so that way they could have enough time to edit. You know.
Yeah. And then it was just this episode, like, it did kind of suck. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of really bad.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of that, like, I'm not the biggest Sam Talent fan. Sam Talent is from here. He's from Denver, and I can do without him in the comedy world. I mean, God bless him. You know, I'm sure like there's people
I
love
like
him.
him. I think he's funny.
I'm just,
I
whatever.
really missed Casey Rocket. I really missed Casey Rocket this week.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was gonna miss him, and I missed William Montgomery this week. Luckily, Cam came in for a minute.
Williams closed.
Did he? Maybe I didn't even finish the podcast. I think I got pissed off.
No.
Pissed off.
Yeah.
After like the one. No, there's one person after Roseanne was up and gone.
Yeah, some episodes are hit or miss. Like I said, I wasn't a huge Sam Talent fan. This was an episode light on good talent, but that's how it goes, you know. So I mean, that's why we were lucky enough to have that girl come out in the wheelchair and I'm with you. I've fallen in love with Casey Rocket opening the show every week. It was hard to see the return of Hans Kim, but this is Hans Kim. This is Hans Kim. This is Hans Kim. This is Hans Kim. It is what it is. Moving on. We're getting close to the end of the podcast here. I'm trying to think if I haven't eaten anything.
Dude, I haven't watched I've watched a lot of podcasts, but nothing like crazy. There's this new podcast. I'm trying to fucking think of the name of this stupid podcast. I want to remember it, because it is it's worth listening to if you like the.
While Dan doesn't remember what the fuck he's talking about.
I do. Morbid podcast.
Okay.
It is a podcast about like killers and shit. It's interesting. Very interesting. Like, check it out. It's two chicks. I don't know their names. Whatever. They're kind of famous. They're not comics, but they do say funny shit. The Morbid podcast. They do like a super deep dive in on like whatever podcast they do. So like if it's on like the BTK buying Thai kill or whatever it is, they could have like a crazy amount of information, and they like just go deep dive into it. And it's cool as fuck. Like if you like that kind of shit, and I actually do. Like I'm a white girl.
I like watching the crime docs. I'm not gonna listen to a whole podcast. I forgot what was the one about the kid who was like accused, and it was like an NPR podcast that was kind of cool about a killer, and then like I think it was called Serial, if I remember correctly, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to move on from podcasts because we're at 29 minutes already. But yeah, Dudesy was kind of cool. Will Sasso was in Italy for the past like month, I think. Awesome. I didn't hate it though. I didn't
listen to it. I need to tomorrow.
Like the last like 3 episodes he's been in Italy. So
I haven't listened to Dudesy in so long.
Yeah, fair enough. Food I haven't cooked. I've been eating a lot of sausages. I don't know. I've been lazy. Just using the grill.
Steak. I made steak recently.
Movies and TV shows. I haven't watched shit. I've rewatched Nobody, just because. If you guys haven't seen Nobody, it's like if John Wick was like John.
Nobody is part of the John Wick world.
Yeah, but isn't it? Whatever.
No,
But,
he's tied into it. He's supposed to be in the next movie.
we'll see if that happens. John Wick, or nobody is like if John Wick was just a real family man, like suburban living, doesn't have this outlandish lifestyle that John Wick had. But nobody is the movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
It is a very must see. I agree. I
Yeah.
fucking love that movie. I love all the John Wick movies except for the third one with Halle Berry. Fucking sucked in my opinion.
I think
But-
I think Halle Berry was the second, but yeah, or no,
It was definitely the third.
was there four or I thought there was three, or was
It
there
third
four?
with Halle Berry with her dogs. It was dumb as fuck. She didn't need to be in it. They didn't need to bring her in it. It had not much to do with the storyline.
Yeah,
It made no sense. The fourth one, it leaves you on a cliffhanger of if he died or not.
yeah, I loved them all. Yeah, I think 3 was the one where they went to like really hardcore with New York City, right? Yeah, that was where he's like riding the horses under the train, under the L train.
yeah. That was before he went to Persia.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, anyway. Besides that, I don't know. It's been an interesting couple of weeks. I've been stressed out of my fucking mind. I was trying to go see Dan here next month. It's not going to happen. Just too much going on, too much fucking movement in my life. We were trying to organize a trip. I think Mr. Corey Castle, our favorite fucking guest, and I were going to try and organize something. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
planning for this trip went fucking. We said, hey, yeah, we should do this, and then
And then no one ever talked about it ever again. Yeah.
no, it all fell apart, and which is 100% fine.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't plan on going to New York fucking 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. That just kind of happened. I went out there for in case you want to know, I went out for a veterans fishing tournament. I'm going to shout out to the Manhattan Cup. It's a bunch of like rich white dudes with nice fishing charter boats where they take 2 or 4 veterans on each boat and, take us out fishing. We were catching, 40-inch striped bass, fucking crazy fishing, great time. The guys who own the boat won't let us lift a finger except for throwing, casting out into the ocean. Like they won't.
Right?
What?
And reeling in, right?
Yeah. Like literally, like all we were allowed to do is fish. We weren't allowed to, put bait on the hook. Once we brought the fish in, the first mate was there with a net. Like, they take care of us vets.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Manhattan Cup. I'm trying to actually, next year, you and I and my buddy Kyle, who you've met, we should actually try and all go together for that next year because that would be.
Dude.
Then we can have our own team technically. Because I was a fourth added on to a team of people who do this, once a year, and we can get our own team. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
It'd be
It's a fucking free event. Give out some pretty cool goodie bags. They got raffles. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner is provided for us. They had a cigar company come out and like hand roll cigars for us on the spot afterwards. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they pulled no punches. There's a couple
They
hundred.
went to the 9 on that.
I mean, dude, one of the raffle prizes was a fucking 1911. That is a classic military.
Dude, I made my dick hard right now.
Yeah, it's a classic military pistol before
It's a World War II pistol, baby.
Yeah, before the army went soft and started using a 9mm Beretta as the standard sidearm.
It's SIG now. Did you know that? The SIG
No.
9?
No, and I don't hate that because I love it.
I don't. I love SIGs.
Yeah, SIGs are
They're
fucking.
so fucking much better than Beretta. No,
Yeah,
because I love the 92 FS, but I
That
don't even
is,
know what it's called.
That's my go-to, or that will be my go-to. My next weapon that I purchase will be a SIG. I got a buddy who actually works for them, so I'll be getting.
Springfield Arms, baby.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then actually, Memorial Day, I got to hang out with one of my other buddies whose kid works for a gun club. He's a gunsmith, and that I went to that house, that apartment actually, and it's an apartment where they don't lock the door, the front door, because he dares you to come in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's my house.
Like,
I dare you.
I mean, I saw so many dope fucking pistols and rifles in there.
I have I have a ring camera. I have cameras. All let me know when you're here. My house.
All I'm saying is that house was a Springfield house. You would have been very.
I mean, again, my dick's already hard, so
Yeah.
I'm pre-coming right now.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Dan and I, we try to keep this short, keep the attention span as long as we can. Dan and I, we do this mostly for ourselves. We need an outlet, so this is where Dan and I get together once a week to just spew out of our faces. But and Dan and I pay for this. It costs us money to do this podcast, but we don't care. We need this. But the one thing we ask of you, those of us who watch us, is tell somebody about our show, like and comment, subscribe, all that dumb shit. But ultimately, the most important thing we need you to do is tell somebody you love them. Dan and I are veterans and barflies and metalheads, and those lifestyles are not really conducive to the longest of lifespans. So we lose a lot of friends and family quite often, a lot more often than most people. So we ask you to tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow isn't promised. Life is fleeting. And you don't want to regret not telling somebody how much they mean to you. So, Dan, I love your stupid face. See you next week.
Buddy. See you next week.
It was good catching up with you, and we'll see you guys next week, fuckers.